Hey guys, welcome back to Football Withdrawals. Before we jump into week 2, let's take a look back at week 1. I was 8-8 with my picks. Not as good as I was hoping for, but week 1 is always a little hard. So you take most of those games with a grain of salt. But I mean, hey, your average meteorologist is like wrong 70% of the time. So maybe I have a future in the weather. I think my biggest takeaway was the NFC has more power than I thought there was. I thought it was just going to be the Eagles again, but the Niners really showed up. They were clicking on all cylinders, offense, defense, special teams. They were playing really, really well. And the Packers, Jordan Love played really well. He's making good decisions, and he was acting like a veteran. I mean, which you hope he would after sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for a few years. But we'll see how the Packers can do. It's going to be exciting. Let's take a look at some highlights before we jump into week 2.
Bijan Robinson lined up in the slot, going in motion here.
Bijan Robinson dancing around. And he has the football. Puts a move on. Bijan Robinson, he's going to hit his first
ball in 2 minutes of terrible football. We've got the ball. Let's see what we can do with it to start the half.
Trying to do something here with Christian McCaffrey. Got a bruising block from Brandon Ayuk. Got another from Ray McLeod. Turned it into a touchdown. It's a 65-yard. Garrett Wilson. Wow! What a catch! Right hand out there. And then concentrate and reel it in.
Starting off with the Vikings and Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to win this. I think they just have too much talent on offense and defense. And they should be able to put up some points, both them and the Vikings. But on a short week, I think the Eagles are going to take this. Packers and Falcons. I think Packers are taking this. They just put up so many points against the Bears. The Falcons defense really played well last week. We'll see if they can match up with that. But man, their offense couldn't get anything going besides what they did through Bijan Robinson. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm picking the Packers in that game. Bills and Raiders. Well, based off of last week, the Raiders should win this game. But it's rare that Josh Allen has 2 atrocious games in a row. 3 picks and a fumble. That was just unlike him. I think Bills are going to turn this around. They're going to have a sour taste in their mouth after Monday night losing to a Zach Wilson-led Jets. So I think they're going to win that game. Bengals and Ravens, you give Joe Burrow a week to practice and get back into the rhythm. You're playing with a familiar opponent, a division rival. That's going to be a lot closer. I just don't know if Bengals are ready for this. I'm thinking the Ravens are going to win this game. They're going to go into Cincinnati and take home the win. Seahawks and Lions. Lions kept in the game last Thursday because Kelsey was out, because Chris Jones was out, and because Kadarius Toney couldn't catch a ball to save his life. I really like the Lions. I think they have a lot of hope for the future. And the Seahawks didn't play so well either, and they got banged up. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions came away with this win. I'm taking the Lions at home against the Seahawks this week. We got the Colts and Texans. Texans are actually able to score a couple of points. That was it. The Colts played a lot better than I thought they were going to. Anthony Richardson made some good decisions, man. He just marched down the field. I'm taking the Colts in this game over the Texans. Chiefs and Jaguars. Chris Jones is back. I don't know how much he's been practicing with this whole holdout. Didn't really follow it much in the offseason to see, is he going to be on kind of a snap count or something like that going into this. But Jaguars offense, man, they scored some points. And Chiefs defense, we'll see. I think that's going to be a lot closer game. But, man, I don't see Pat Mahomes losing 2 in a row. So I'm taking the Chiefs over the Jaguars. Bears and Buccaneers. Again, those are 2 unexpected teams. I think the Buccaneers are going to take this game at home. They're riding high off of a close win over the Vikings. I think they're going to keep it rolling. Baker Mayfield is just going to study well and play well with his team. At least I hope for his sake. Chargers and Titans. Man, that was the Chargers. Man, they scored a lot of points last week, and they lost just because Tyreek Hill had like 200 receiving yards on him, and Titans scored 15. Now the Chargers defense isn't as good as the Saints, although they have some great guys like Joey Bosa and Derwin James. We'll see what happens, but I'm taking the Chargers in this game, going into Tennessee and taking that win. Giants and Cardinals. Giants got shut out. That was crazy. That was just a snowball that started and kept rolling. I think they're going to turn it around this week. I think they're going to take the win over the Cardinals in Arizona. Danny Jones is going to come out and try and put that game behind them. 49ers and Rams. Both teams scored a lot more than I thought they were going to last week. But the Niners are just so powerful. I don't see the Rams taking this one. I'm taking the 49ers going into LA. Jets and Cowboys. Now that Aaron Rodgers is gone, that firepower just kind of isn't there for the Jets, at least that clutch factor. The Cowboys defense is really good. I'm taking the Cowboys in this game. Commanders and Broncos. That's going to be interesting. You have a young offense with the Commanders. Sam Howell, Jahan Dotson, Scary Terry. But the Broncos lost a close game to a decent Raiders team. I think they're going to turn some things around. I think Russ is going to get his first win of the season here. It's at home. The Broncos are going to win this game. Dolphins and Patriots. Patriots kept it a lot closer with the Eagles than I thought they were going to. Their defense played really well, but I don't think they can keep up with the speed of the Dolphins' offense. So I'm taking the Dolphins here, going to come into Foxborough and take that win. Saints and Panthers. Saints defense is pretty good. I think they're going to be able to stop Bryce Young. Saints are going to take this game for sure. Browns and Steelers. The Steelers, man, they really laid an egg last week, but they've had a week to process, think about this, the extra day, because it's a Monday night game. Historically, the Steelers play well on Monday nights, and especially against the Browns. They're in Pittsburgh still. I don't think they're going to drop 2 in a row. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Steelers are going to find a way to win this.
All right, guys, that's it for week 2. Let me know in the comments what your picks are. My parlay for the week is Chargers, Dolphins, and Saints. Should get you like plus 300 odds. Until next time.